Nice. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Off the Ropes Boxing and MMA podcast. We're here with Junior Camberos and Coach Hector Reyes today as special guest. Of course, I have my partner George.
What's up, guys?
On the side over here. How you guys doing, man? Today, how you guys feeling?
We're feeling good, man. We're feeling good. Excited that we're here. We're excited that you guys are giving us the opportunity to be on your guys' show, man.
Heck yeah, man. No, very appreciated. Very appreciated. One thing, man, what got you into the whole boxing thing, Junior? Who influenced you the most?
I think it would be my parents. My father, he would push me a lot. I remember going into the gym my first time, and I could not jump rope. I couldn't jump rope. I would start crying. I remember the ring would like come up to my chest area, and I was like 3 foot, 4 foot. And I remember Hector would go up to me and say, "Don't use your jump rope. Just jump. And I think ever since then, I started getting more motivation after that first jump.
Well, that's good. That's good. Well, at what age did you start boxing?
I think you were like 4.
4? Man, it's been a while. Then how old are you now?
I'm
15. Yeah, 11 years. 11 years in the game.
That's longevity, dude. That's awesome.
Heck yeah.
Was your dad like a boxer, or where does like the boxing come from as far as like in your family? Or you the first one?
Yeah, I think he was a fighter.
Yeah, was a fighter. Amateurs. That's cool, man. That's
Heck
really
yeah.
cool.
And Coach Hector, man, a little thing for you, man. I know you've been in the game a while, man. You were there in your boxing when I was back then too, man, with Sergio, correct?
Yes, sir. I was at AT Boxing and Fitness with Sergio Zaragoza. He had a gym. I believe it was 2009, 2010, I believe. Yeah. Around there. And that's where I met Junior, man. It was 4.5 years old, walked into the gym, ready to train. And ever since then, we just clicked together and we stuck with it.
That's the bond. That's a bond between the trainer and fighter. You know, I mean, you see it everywhere in boxing right now. You see the professionals. I mean, you even see the father-son duos, and then you see the friend-son duos. You know, stuff like that. I mean, it's been pretty cool. And then watching you two actually grow. I mean, I followed you guys for so long already. The last couple of years. I mean, I've seen Junior just evolve. You know, what do you see in his game right now? You know that you believe that he's the best.
What I see is his reach, you know, He knows how to box. And he doesn't have the same style every fight that he fights. Okay, so he switches it out. And then what I see is the movement that he has. You know, he has beautiful movement, beautiful boxing skills. You know, he has the speed, he has the power. He has the power behind his punches, man. He likes to set up at all kinds of different power shots.
That's a good thing, man. It's really good to hear. I mean, watching you train when I got here, from what I've seen, you know, a year back, man, it's just your power level's is up there already. I mean, you already see you have a groove now. You have a groove. So now going into this whole thing, you're fighting the guy in Carmel Martin. The dude is number 1 ranked in your class. You know, like I told you when we're talking right now, they're disrespectful that you're not in need of these rankings. Yeah. You know, there's a lot of, you know, this kid. What do you see in your game that you can beat him?
I think what has to be up there is my mentality. I think I always go into fights, and I've told Hector this. I've told him that's your current mentality. That I'm going in there, and I'm going to win. I'm going to mess him up. That's the mentality that I think I had to have going into the same type of fights.
That's good.
And then, real quick, anybody in the comment, let us know if you guys can hear us pretty clearly, or if anybody sounds low, just let us know. That way we can kind of adjust the volumes. It's our first time going live with a panel. It's usually me and Julian. You know, I usually send him the link at home, and I'm at my home, and we're just in our own home studio. But like, this is our first time going live, and it's pretty exciting, man. You guys get to see me and Julian next to each other. It looks like I'm taller than Julian, but I'm actually not taller than Julian. But yeah, let us know in the comments if you guys can hear us, if you can hear, if Junior sounds low, or if I sound too high, or if Hector sounds low. Just let us know real quick. That way we can get this settled. Again, it's our first time doing this live. I'm excited, and you know, it's a blessing to be here, man. Like, I mean, Tucson, it's like a little big city, right? Like, I mean, you know, we're right down next to Phoenix. You get the Phoenix guys get all their recognition, but come on, like, we're Southern Arizona, man. We got some tough boys out here, and to have Junior representing the amateurs, you know, in that age group, and then again Carmel, you said that's man, that's humongous. Let me ask you, Junior, do you follow him on Instagram, or do you see his social media page? Or you just heard about him word of mouth?
I don't follow him, but certain times I see videos of him, and like I know he's in my weight class.
Okay.
And like I see him during sparrings and stuff like that. And I've of course I've watched videos of him, I've studied him, and that's about it.
What was the like? You know, it's obviously a tournament. How many fighters did you? How many fights did you do? You were at the Hall of Fame, right? The Hall of Fame Boxing Association in Vegas. Is that what it was? Or where were you at?
No, they just get
It was an invitation?
Yeah, they get invitation only, so pretty much you get the call.
That's good, man. Like, you got recognized somehow in our little big city over here in Tucson. So that's really awesome, man. So, I mean, what are some preparations that you're doing like right now to yeah, I mean, you have to give me the blueprint, but like, what are some things you feel like you need to work on defense more, or you're gonna box? You feel like maybe like inside, outside? What is your goal?
What me and my coach are working on is my head movement and my footwork right now. I know it's at a really good level right now, but we're just trying to boost it to another level. That I want to last 12 rounds, even though I'm less than 3. I want to be able to just last a couple more.
Oh yeah, of course. And these are 4-round fights, correct?
Or 3.
3 rounds, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. If you're training 12, you know, you should be conditioned and ready to go those 4 rounds, or the 3 rounds, like you just said. Hector, ask you, like, what boxing experience do you have? Like, did you box as a young kid, or?
Yeah, so I started boxing when I was 13 years old. Like I said, I started working with Sergio Zaragoza about 2009, 2010. But Sergio Zaragoza was actually my first coach when I was 13 years old.
Oh wow!
When I turned 17, he opened up his own gym and he asked me if I wanted to do some classes over there at the gym. And I started teaching classes as well as training fighters. You know, we had a couple fighters like Jair Quintero, Wilbert Lopez. We fought at the Mayweather undercards when Mayweather fought Madonna. We fought in big shows, man. In big shows.
Wow.
So I have all this experience, not for the pros, but now I get the pleasure of having the experience with top amateur here in Tucson.
That's awesome. Real quick in the chat, you know, we have D Styles. What's going on, brother? Can you let me know if you can hear us pretty good? G Funky, of course, is always showing the support. Appreciate that, G.
These are our big followers.
Yeah,
these guys actually have big channels.
Thank you guys for coming on, man.
Thank you.
We're definitely here to watch you guys, you know, and get to know who you are a little bit.
I appreciate that, man. We feel the love that Tucson brings us, and not only Tucson, but all of Arizona. You know, thank you very much for everything.
Yeah, definitely.
So Hector, so check this out, man. I know the last maybe couple fights, maybe the last 3 fights, it hasn't really gone his way. You know, when of course I've seen a couple fights, you've always let me know what's going on in his fights. And, you know, what do you tell him, you know, when, you know, like his close losses, you know, with these judges' decisions, you know, like what do you instill in him, you know, for the next fight?
So honestly, after every fight, the 3rd round ends, he comes to the corner and I ask him, I'm like, Junior, how do you feel, man? How do you feel you do, you know? Because in anything that we do as people, we feel inside whenever we do something good, whenever we do something, you know what I mean? And whenever we fail in something, we know what we did wrong. So I asked him, okay, how do you feel you did? And like, I feel like I won. I'm like, okay, man, I feel like you won too. You know what I mean? That's why I feel the judge's decision. We are in Phoenix. We are in another state, whatever the case is. But we'll go from there. Whenever the decision doesn't go our way, I just tell him, you know what, Junior, keep your head up, dude. Let's go back to the gym and let's work on whatever we messed up on. You know what I mean? And sometimes we don't necessarily mess up in the fights, but there's always something that we can fix.
Exactly.
There's always something we can fix, and there's always a way that I'm trying to make him better. You know what I mean? Not only him, but as myself as a coach, so I can train other fighters to be just as good as him, or even a little bit better than what he is.
Yeah,
That's awesome, man.
That's
And
great.
that's a good thing, right? Like you as a coach, you see that in your kids. I mean, I have uncles and my brother. Jonathan Taylor, my brother. My younger brother was trained by Jonathan. I don't know if you know Santiago. Yeah, Santiago is my little brother. So, for a trainer to take on a kid, says a lot. Like you taking on Junior says a lot of what his characters and his characteristics are and what he shows in the gym. So I mean that's a plus, man. You guys complement each other. That's always a good thing, right? You got to have that good relationship, coaching and boxing and student. So
And he even has the stable too. Like it's a growing stable for him.
yes,
I mean, he's not. I mean, Junior's not the only big guy here too. I mean, you have Jane, you have Adrian, Oscar. All these other kids, man, coming up, man, and it's been good to watch his team grow. Watch this kid grow, and it's always a pleasure, man, just watching you guys, man. I mean, just what you guys do for Tucson. I mean, what you just did at the Ava. I mean, it's complete ass kicking, so I can tell you.
real quick, I could hear us. I could hear us. We all sound pretty good on here, man. So I'm glad that way. You guys want to go back and watch it. Share it. Where me and Julian, we took this on last year. We're like, man, you know what? Like, you don't really know too many Arizona podcasts that are doing boxing MMA. If there is, we don't know about them. It's usually like Ali Setback. He's always there at Phoenix, taking pictures of the Benavides guys.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we love it, man. Like, we've been to a few gyms here. We've gone to the Valdez fight. He threw shirts out to the crowd. That shit was funny. But yeah, dude, like this is something we really love to do, and we want to be able to not just put us on the map, because at the end of the day, it's really not about us. It's like our overall goal is like getting these kids out there, man, like getting that recognition. Nowadays, like everything is social media and YouTube, and what are the kids are on? They're on their Instagram and their Twitter and their YouTube, and that's the new thing to get these kids to get recognized, man. And even if it's somebody like in Wisconsin or Wyoming, don't know anything about Tucson, Arizona, or any fighters, stumbles across this video and is like, holy shit, man, let me connect with these guys down in Tucson and see what's going on. So, you guys out there listening, it's Reyes Gym down here in Tucson, Arizona. Again, it's Reyes Gym down in Tucson, Arizona. Find it, reach out to these guys if you guys want to have some sparring with these guys here. It's a really nice gym. It's legit in here. The competition is good. You got Junior, you got Hector. I mean, shit, me and Julie might even come down and hang out with you guys and take some pictures, or even get you guys on the panel with us.
This is, like I said, this ain't going to be the only time Junior's going to be on this show, and the good thing about this kid is that he works every day. I don't see him. They're going up Mount Lemmon. They're going up. Well, Mount Lemmon here's the highest mountain pretty much here in Tucson. For those of you guys that don't know, the heat. These kids battle through the heat. Arizona heat's a whole different level of heat. Hydration. This kid has to keep hydrated all the time. Keep discipline. Do you see yourself beating Carmel Martin? Do you see yourself and do you see yourself actually getting in there and whooping this boy and putting yourself on the map?
Yeah, I think I have to. I see it in my vision that I beat him, and that I win clearly in the judges' eyes, and that's what I want. That's what me and Hector want. We need to beat him.
Mm-hmm.
I've had sparring with him. I've had fights with him, and I know what his weak spots are.
Well, that's good then. That's a good thing. That's what I want to hear right there. Hector, what holes do you see in Martin's game?
I think that we're gonna beat him with a reach. Like I said, he don't get me wrong, all respects to him. He's a top amateur. You know what I mean? He's gonna come ready to fight, but so are we. You know what I mean? What he's gonna want us to do is sit there and bang with him, but that's not what we're gonna want to do. We're gonna throw punches, but we're gonna throw punches the smart way and using our reach. Like I told Junior. You know what I mean? This is gonna be like playing tag, man. It's gonna be like playing tag. We're trying to touch him and not get touched. Touch him up and not get touched.
This is gonna be your biggest chess match to date.
Exactly.
And
the smarter kid in there is gonna win that fight. Right? The smartest one is gonna win the fight.
And because myself, I mean, I've been following Carmel for a while now too, a couple years, and I've seen this kid, what he's done, 14-time national champion. Of course, that don't mean nothing, when it comes to fighting you. We feel you're going to win this fight. Tucson's behind you on this whole thing. I'm letting you know that right now. I don't give a dang what gym it is, whatever. Everybody's behind you. You're making this opportunity. You got invited to this damn thing.
Yeah.
For those of you guys that don't know, it's called the Box Fan Expo Invitational. And, like kids like Junior, he got to actually be a part of this big time thing. I mean, Hector got the call. They both said, yeah, let's do it. And September 17th, correct?
September 17th, Las Vegas Expo Center, man.
Yep, they're going to dance. They're going to dance, man. And can't wait. Is it going to be a live stream, do you think? I'm pretty sure.
We believe so, but if not, we are going to go live on the Facebook page.
Okay.
Yeah,
And if not on our Facebook page, on our Instagram page, just for whoever wants to watch it and follow us along.
Yeah. Oh, that's
We're gonna be
awesome.
there, man.
Yeah, definitely keep in touch with me and Julian, man. That way, we can figure something out. Maybe we can help. I mean, again, our channel isn't very big, but it's steady growing. Whatever little bit of followers or viewers we can get you guys and for ourselves would be badass, man. So definitely keep us in the loop when you guys do that. I'll try to follow. I don't know if I follow you, right? I think I do follow you. Our page. You follow our page? Yeah, I believe so. I think maybe you now, Junior. Not too long ago. Yeah, Julian is the one that tags me and all, and most of the Tucson boxers here. So Julian is he's the guy on foot. He's out there.
Yeah, because I was the guy. I was with Jesse Haro, and Jesse Haro taught me pretty much my game, and I was out there, when Bobby Lopez was fighting too, and so I mean we've been, like I said, we've been involved in the gyms pretty well, with Dr. Ed Torrejon too, been there with Nito Bravo, we even train, with the likes of UFC fighters, Drew Fickett, and like just being in the gyms, man, it's our comfort zone,
Yeah, exactly.
that, this is a place we come to get our minds off of everything, just get the bullshit and let's get to work.
How many fights have you had this year, Junior?
And this year, I'm not sure.
That many.
That many?
Yeah, I don't know. How much people have had?
I think we had a good
10 maybe?
10, yeah, about good 10 fights, man.
What's your overall record?
This year?
Yeah, well,
Almost, I'm not sure.
Hey.
He has about 130 fights, man.
Well, it's,
About 135, so it's a little bit hard to keep up the.
Hey, no, for sure. Hey, that's something you want to
no,
keep
that's
track of, man.
that's the amateur thing. I mean, you see fighters like Usyk, Lomachenko. Look at their track record of amateur
Garcia
fights.
too has a
Yeah,
pretty big
Triple
background.
G. I mean,
Yeah.
just these are guys right here that amateurs. It leads into a big time, into pretty much you get a big time step right there. I mean, look at Janet McNulty right now. The guy only has 12 fights, and look, he's a champion already. Why? Certain people don't want to fight him, I know you guys aren't about ducking nobody or doing nothing like that. You guys want the smoke,
Exactly.
and
when we got the call, they told me, they're like, hey, you want to fight? But you're going to fight Carmel. I'm like, you know what? Let's take it. We're going to take it.
Yeah.
Like I told Junior, in order to be the best, man, we got to fight the best. You know what I mean? And that's how we're going to start off, even when it's in the amateurs.
like I said too, it's the experience right here. I mean, like I said, Carmel's seen pretty much USA boxing, everything. You're already up to that point already where you want to make that name. So I mean, like I said, I'm excited for you, man. I'm very excited for you.
Thank you.
Hector, I'm excited for you as a coach, man. Your whole team. I mean, your team should be damn proud of both of you.
Is anybody else from the gym joining you guys?
None of my other fighters are going to be fighting there, but I am going to have some of the going to go with us to support and make sure that they cheer us on and not the only one out there.
Yeah, that's what you need with the Mayweather promotional product out there. I mean, we all know the Mayweather name. We all know what his crew does, and just don't let that get to your head. Just go in there. Hey, you're Junior.
No, yeah.
Just Mayweather what? That's all I can say right now. When you go to that gym, when you fight. So you're fighting for Reyes at that day. You're fighting for you. Just follow what he has to say, man, and he knows what the hell he's talking about because he's been there.
Yeah, for sure. I know. Before we wrap it up, there's still professional fights. I'm sure you guys obviously watch, right? Is there what fights are exciting you guys now? You know, November. If you guys look at the schedule for November, it's some pretty good fights for the month of November. We obviously got the trilogy Canelo. You got this Sunday Ruiz and Ortiz. I'm not too happy that it's pay-per-view, but I'm still gonna watch it somehow. But like, what are some fights you guys are looking forward to? Who's your favorite fighter right now? Who do you watch?
Active?
Yeah, active.
Active
And past.
Yep. You go past either.
So past, I gotta go with Manny Pacquiao. I think
Pac-Man.
he got me into boxing as well. I remember my dad would watch his fights a lot.
Was it the fight with Eric Morales and Barrera and all them that you got into there?
Yeah.
Those are
Marquez, come on now.
Yeah, those are the ones.
Even his last fight with Marquez, I remember walking out as soon as he got knocked out, and just,
Everybody was caught by surprise.
Yeah.
It happened so fast. My brother thought Pacquiao got hit with a low blow. Just the way he fell, like on top of his hands. I think my brother took a drink of his beer. It happened. And like everybody's jumping around. He's like, "No, he got hit low." I'm like, "He's out, dude. He's not getting
out. He was asleep. He did the Paul Williams. Stayed there.
Stayed there. Yeah, for sure. You know? Yeah, anybody out there that's watching, you know, thanks G Funky. Like you said, hit the button, like, subscribe. Of course, my homie there too. What's up, Chicano? Thank you for coming on, guys. And who's your current favorite fighter right now?
Current? Ooh, that one's hard.
A few of them.
You can name a couple of them, man, but because we know right now it's a little hard.
Yeah, I like to see Rayo Valenzuela.
Oof, man, heck yeah, Jose, baby, he's fighting Sunday.
Yeah, I like watching him, and then I like studying Shakur. I like how he fights. His boxing is really nice.
Him by far right now, he's the most fundamental boxer. Him and Lomachenko currently. You know, when you want to go bigger wise, of course you could talk about Usyk, but right now we're talking about pretty much people in your weight class. You know, because this was your weight class. You know, do you want to fight one of these guys one day? Which one?
Yeah, that's true. That's a question, right? Like, I mean, obviously,
because 130s, 135, you'll be
amateur. You know, some of these guys that are professional, they're like maybe like mid, early 20s. You could possibly fight these guys in 10 years. You're what, 14? 15. Yeah, 10 years would be 25. And I mean, who knows, even 20, by the time you're 21, 22, you're a guy that you're like, when you train, I'm sure you have like your mental, right? You're like, this is how I fight so-and-so. Like, if I'm fighting, you know, if I was to fight this guy, like, who's like someone that you're like, you know what? One day I would love to fight this guy. Is there somebody that you could think of?
Well, I don't really, whenever I train, I don't really think like that, but I always thought about fighting Spence. I don't know.
Let's take out Earl. Wants to take out the fish. You hear that?
The big fish.
Yeah, he wants to take out the big one. He's a little fish right now. You don't want to fight Crawford, but hey.
What about you, Hector? Who's your past favorite fighter, and who are some guys that you like watching nowadays?
Past favorite fighter would be Chavez.
Yeah.
Man. I love that the body shot that he would throw, man. You know, go to that body and then come back on top to the head, man. You know, current, I would have to say Canelo, man. Canelo. And if it's not Canelo, it's gonna have to be Stevenson.
Yeah, man.
Junior says he uses his head, man. He doesn't go in there just trying to throw, trying to kill somebody. You know, he's going in there fighting smart. You know what I mean? He does what he has to do in order to win.
That's when ring IQ kicks in.
Exactly.
Correct? And that's something, too, that I see a lot of new junior. You have a lot of ring IQ. You know, like you're doing a lot of things right now that I've seen, you know, back when I was, you know, like sparring and doing all these things, you know, training, you know, things that I was barely learning, you know, and you're doing them now, you know, at 15, you know, and I was doing this like at 20, 21, you know, like, but you're doing it at 15, bro. And like I said, I mean, just watching you work has been like just a phenomenal thing to see, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I know your ring IQ is what's going to get you through this fight. You know, I know your ring IQ is a whole lot smarter than mine because I've actually seen him get careless in fights.
Yeah.
You know, and you just stick to it up here. Stick to it up here, your game plan, man. And just like I said, just listen to him. Listen to Hector, man.
Like Hector was saying, I think I have a lot of tools in my toolbox, just in case the distance is not working. But just say, I think I can switch up the flow.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm ready for any possible outcome in this fight.
Yep,
That's why.
as you got to be for every fight, you know. I mean, you see all these guys changing it up. I mean, you saw Devin Haney, Cambozos. You've seen a lot of these fights happen, and just because of game plan, IQ. These guys win on the IQ. I mean, and you have like I said, you have the tools, and he knows it. We know it. You know.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah, man. You know, it's amazing to have you guys on. Like I said, this is mine and Julian's first time. Actually, we've always talked about going live, sitting in the gym with some fighters and some coaches, and what better chance now? Like Junior's got invited, you know, to Vegas to fight, you know, a top amateur fighter. But come on, we got a top amateur fighter here in Tucson too. 100 plus fights. He lost count, guys. Come on now. He doesn't remember. But if you don't remember, you know you got that many damn fights. So it's awesome to have you guys on here, man. Like for me, like this is just a foot in the door for us. You see, we got, you know, a pretty good amount of people watching. You know, got the homies watching, and everybody shows the support, man. We all love we love watching boxing. That's what we do.
Yeah, we love amateur boxing, man. Like I said, I mean, we have our foundation. We started the Combat for Hope Foundation, you know, hoping to get this gym involved too, you know, with us later on down the line, you know, and possibly throwing a big event up the street right here, Rodeo Park here in the coming year. So you guys get to see the talents, man, coming up here pretty soon. And like I said, just keep an eye out for Junior, man, because the next big thing is right here. And here you guys are watching him right here. And like I said, we had nothing but praise for this kid. School wise though, man, you're doing pretty good in school. You keep it up. You keep seeing, that's a good thing too. You know, just keep your mental right too, man. In the books.
Yeah.
You know, till you graduate. Like I said, man, you don't have to go to college. Keep doing this thing. I mean, this is what's gonna get you. You know, we see it. This is what's gonna get you your money, man. This is gonna get you paid. This is gonna get you where you got to get to.
The money, man.
You know. And
yeah. Any final words, guys, before we wrap this up here? I mean, you know, I would love to have more time with you guys. I mean, still, we have many more, you know, times we can hang out with you guys. We could even shoot some videos with you, you know. No sparring, though. We can't give away the formula or the recipe.
No, man, but definitely, man, get at the Reyes Boxing Academy, man. Like I said, these guys, like I said, this whole stable has grown since I've actually seen the gym since it's open, and Junior's just one of the big fighters that's in this stable right now. And so I just want everybody to just congratulate this kid, you know, give this kid some praise, you know, because he's going to bring it back to Tucson. He's going to beat the number one guy.
Junior, I'm sorry, what was your last name? Camberos. Okay, somebody asked in the chat. CAMB Beros.
Yeah.
His full name is Joaquin Junior.
You type that in there real quick before we hold on. D, he's gonna go ahead and put it in there for you. It's an iPhone. It's a mini. I don't know. It might be too small for your hands. Guys that come in, it's the same guys as usual. And Julian, fucking, we love this shit, man.
Yeah, we like to talk boxing, man, and definitely, man, we're gonna chop it up with these guys again, and hopefully after the win too, September 17th, man.
Yeah, there it is,
but
guys.
Definitely, this is Off the Ropes Boxing and MMA, man. We're right here with Reyes Boxing and Junior Camberos.
Yep. Everybody, thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, man. You guys have a good one and have a good night. Thank you, guys.